netherworld crisis of extinction-level proportions was perpetrated by the Demon Emperor, Void Dark. The historians of later generations look back in puzzlement at this historical event, the largest netherworld war, which erupted and expanded in a flash, and ended in just one night. Some call it the war with no victor, while others call it the war with no hero. The truth of this event remains a mystery to this day.
It's reckless of you to invade the territory of the Lost. I don't know which netherworld you're from, but we're gonna put you in your place.
Madam Seraphina! At this rate, they're gonna annihilate us, dude!
What did you just say? I will not abide being annihilated. 1 sardine for 20 hours of labor. That was our agreement. Now, put your backs into it. Your soft, squishy backs.
1 sardine to fight a merciless battle isn't a fair trade, dude! First of all, it's impossible for us to defeat Demon Emperor Void Dark on our own, dude!
Though it's against my upbringing to sully my own hands, this once I shall unleash my overload power, Baylor Gaze. Excuse me, you right there. What do you think you're doing?
Eating, obviously. It's a fluffy rising dragon bowl with all white breast meat from a 1,000-year-old dragon lord, and its egg. It's delicious. All right then, I'm finished refueling. Let me get rid of these guys.
You destroyed an entire squad of the Lost Army single-handedly. I found my prince.
Episode 1, Prelude to Vengeance.
Excuse me, please wait. My goodness, please wait, Sir Killia. Do you have any idea how much walking I had to do to catch up with you? I spent 1 whole hour walking non-stop through the desolate netherworld that is blood-parched. At this rate, my legs will be as rock-hard as a foolish Gorgon who was petrified by a cockatrice.
Well, Madam Seraphina didn't actually take a single step herself, dude!
I will have silence.
If you want to rest, take all the time you want. I'm leaving.
How cruel, Sir Killia. Surely you mustn't be planning to leave me here all alone.
You decided on your own to follow me.
You are incorrect. Sir Killia, you decided on your own to save me from the Lost. Now you must take responsibility for that decision.
That's unreasonable. I'm out of here. Ugh! Why?
See? You can't even dodge a simple attack. You must be exhausted, Sir Killia. If you keep pushing yourself like this, you will never defeat Demon Emperor Void Dark. In fact, you're liable to become roadkill. This gate connects to a pocket netherworld set aside for my exclusive use. Now, Prinnies, please be Sir Killia's escort. All men are destined to dance in the palm of the hand of the Overlord of Gorgeous, Seraphina.
Alright, after what feels like the world's longest introduction, hi there everybody, welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Disgaea 5 Complete. So, this is a completely different game. Obviously, it's not Pokemon, you know. Before everybody, you know, gets their, you know, their underwear in a bunch, asking, oh, where's Pokemon? Don't worry, it's still happening. I'm just going to be playing 2 games at once now. Pardon me. But, like I was about to say, so we've got Disgaea 5 Complete. I wanted to play a Disgaea game for the channel anyway. And I figured, you know what? I just bought myself this for Christmas. You know, might as well get a game going. So, this game is your not so typical JRPG. So, let me just get through this real quick. You want to talk to me, the other citizens, stand in front of them and press the K button. If you want to change your view, Q and E to spin the camera, or C, Q, and E to change the zoom. That's the Netherworld Hospital. That's where you heal. That's equipment and items. And that's the dimension Prinny for when we want to leave. Alright, so, like I was saying, it's your not so typical JRPG. Everything is a little wonky. You know, there's going to be things that don't make sense, or things that are just blatantly broken. Let's talk to you then, I guess. Oops, hold on. What'd you say it was? K?
While I was organizing the closet, I found a bunny suit. What should I do with it? Want Seraphina to wear it? I guess. You're naughty, Serkilia.
Oh god, she actually does have a bunny suit on. I'm just walking right past you, thanks. Ever since Void Dark...
Dude.
Ever since Void Dark appeared, many netherworlds have become so brutal. The netherworlds have changed, dude. Back in the day, you were able to enjoy being evil and live a relaxing life of a demon, dude. Play video games for 3 days straight, not wash your hands or see in the back room with like a girl's recorder. I want those days back, dude. I'm Madame Seraphina's assistant. Seraphina, treat her like a daughter. I'll kill you like a dirty insect if you put your hands on her. Okay, so here's the cool thing. Let me see if I can figure out which button's the menu. It's not. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, you got your little classes here. You got the class, the Wanderer, the Gorgeous Overlord, Private Prinny, and a maid. Now here's the fun thing. This game is entirely devoted to being absolutely out of its mind. And I do mean that. Like, this game gets pretty ridiculous with, you know, some of the damages, the skills, everything. It's just, it's a lot. This game can get really wonky, it can get really powerful, and just downright unbearable sometimes to some people because of how broken the game is inherently. That sardine I was saving rotted. I don't feel like doing anything anymore, dude. Oh man, poor Prinny. But yeah, now the cool thing is about Disgaea is each game is, you know, their own.
That dish Killy was eating was bugging me, so I did some research, dude. Fluffy Rising Dragon Bowls are mentioned in the Gourmet Overlord Sovereign's novel, Delicious Spirit, as a classy dish, dude. Wanna try something, dude? Just a bite.
Don't look at me like that. Prepared to remain the only invincible Overlord. You're such a daredevil for trying to fight him all alone. Alright, thanks, I guess. But yeah, the game itself is just a big old meme. But it's fun. Like, it's a fun meme. Captain Meaver, Makoto.
Where would you like to go, dude?
Let's see.
Are you finding my pocket netherworld comfortable enough, Serkilia? How do you like it?
I don't have any time to waste in a place like this.
My, I can't believe what I'm hearing from someone who eats in the middle of a battle.
It's like, haven't you ever heard that an army marches on its stomach?
You're more of a gourmand than you project, Serkilia. Well, as long as you're strong, it matters not to me. You could say that this pocket netherworld is Serkilia's and my love nest. Please, feel free to use anything here.
Just so you know, I have no intentions of asking anyone for help.
That is simply not possible. You see, Serkilia, You and I are connected by the red string of fate.
It's more like a blood-stained leash than a red string of fate, dude!
You are mine, Sir Killia. Please, do not resist.
And what if I do?
All men are destined to become my obedient servants. Ha! Now, Killia, follow my orders.
I refuse.
Huh? That's odd. Ha! Ha! Now you will find me irresistible. Even if you are an overlord, you cannot resist the temptation of my overload-powered Baylor gaze.
What are you trying to do?
Nothing, Sir Killia. According to the information the Prinny's gathered, there are lost army forces in Bloodparch. Let's get going.
So, the cool thing about Disgaea 5, and this is what I was trying to get to before they did that, is this game is basically, as far as I know story-wise, is a game that encompasses all Disgaeas. So, everything from 1 to 4. Because of the fact that, you know, this magical 5th Overlord was like, hey, or this, I wouldn't say 5th, he's just kind of an Overlord that exists somewhere in the multiverse, who's like, hey, I'm here to destroy all the netherworlds.
Like you guys be.
What's wrong with you? Who goes around shooting at someone before finding out who they are?
I am truly sorry. Your social status is clearly lower than mine, and you seem like a small fry, so I took the shot.
Who are you calling a small fry? We are the aristocracy of Bloodparch.
Jesus.
We are cracking down on anyone who looks suspicious and taxing them.
Aristocracy? But you all look so shabby.
Their lives were probably ruined by the Lost, and they have since lowered themselves to being bandits.
Shut up! Just listen. If you don't want to die, then hand over all the money you've got.
I do not even have a single hell to give to dirty bandits like you. Aren't you guys demons too? If you really need some money, then why don't you use force and take it? In any event, dirty bandits like you don't stand a chance of defeating Sir Killia.
What are you talking about? You're gonna have to fight too.
Excuse me?
I've got something I need to do. I don't have time to protect an unsophisticated princess forever. I'll teach you the basics so that you can figure out the rest by yourself.
Are you telling me to do manual labor?
If you don't, then I'm leaving right now.
Very well, I'll fight. It seems I have no choice. However, I don't have any fighting experience whatsoever.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, given how often you've been firing your gun this whole time.
Hey! How long are you guys gonna chat? Hurry up and cough up every hell you have, or you're gonna be sorry!
Seems like they're ready to start. Prepare yourself.
I guess I have no choice. In that case, I'll strip everything of value from those bandits.
Alright, let's try this. So, basics of battle. And I got a feeling that this Let's Play is unfortunately going to be very quiet on my end.
But let's start with the basics, since you claim you've never fought before. Tutorial. Basics of battle. First, place the cursor over the base panel. Next, select the character you want to dispatch. If you select the wrong character, place the cursor over that character. It will return the unit.
Which one should I dispatch? Well, all Prinnies look alike, right?
Yeah, dude!
Now, try to give orders to the character you dispatched.
Leave it to me. I'm great at ordering them around.
I've only got bad feelings about this dude.
First, select Move to get closer to the enemy.
Roger. Charge the enemy, Prinny.
Alright, after you move, select the attack command.
Huh? It didn't attack. Could it be... Is that Prinny disobeying my order?
Absolutely not, dude!
That step was just to register an action. We'll execute the registered action next. Press the button to bring up the menu, and select either execute or end turn. Of course, for now.
Select execute, correct?
Sup, dude?
I see. So this is how I can control my servants as freely as I want.
That's right. Register action, execute. Remember this flow.
But why can't you attack right away when you select attack?
That's a great question. Because it takes strategy to pull off team attacks and combos. Tutorial. Team attacks and combos. Alright, now let me teach you about team attacks and combos.
Man, the way they do tutorials is questionable.
This quick!
Like, tutorial, team attack and combos.
Let's go!
It's my turn.
Are you ready?
But here's where the outrageousness of some of this game goes.
These are team attacks and combos.
The love between Sir Killia and I will explode into a passionate team attacking combo!
You're going a little too far with the love and passion. Don't stick anything weird in between the lines. When attacking, if an ally is next to you, it may trigger a team attack. Up to 4 people can join a team attack. A combo is triggered when you or your allies attack an enemy consecutively. The damage increases the longer the combo is. Performing team attacks and combos requires you to register actions.
I see. Taking that into consideration, team attacks and combos wouldn't be possible if you attacked right away.
When using multiple allies, actions will be executed in the order they were registered. As a beginner at battles, you should try to focus on creating combos and organize your moves accordingly.
Got it. By the way, what happens when you select end turn?
Really?
It switches to the enemy's turn. If you carelessly end your turn, it'll bite you back hard.
Aha! Press.
Why did you press it?
This woman is a jerk.
You did that on purpose, right? Right?
Of course not. This is my very first time experiencing battle, so I was simply a bit overwhelmed.
From now on, I should be more worried of you instead of the enemies. If your HP is reduced to 0, you won't be able to fight. You can recover at the Pocket Netherworld's hospital.
My, so it doesn't mean that you die?
Right, because we're demons. We don't die that easily. However, if all dispatch characters are defeated, and you can't dispatch anymore, it's game over.
Alright, so I just have to make the Prinny's charge, right?
How did you process all that information and arrive at that result? Well, anyway, if you open the menu with the button and select Help, you can check what I just taught you. If there's anything you aren't sure of, then you should use that as a reference during your fight. Right, let's get to the real battle. Let's begin.
Alright, let's try this battle for real. Now the tutorial's finally over for this first section. So, we're gonna use Killia here. Let me see, what's his ability? I'm curious. Okay, so we still use W, A, S, and D here. Top view, camera controls. Can I check the stats on his ability? Would be under I. Characters, Killia. I want to find out about that ability there. Status. And be under abilities. Yes, increase stats by 2% with every attack. Okay. That makes him really strong the longer he fights. What's yours? Queen's Temper. Damage to melee units increased by 50%. Well, I'm gonna put you in the back because you're a ranged user. Prinny. And Brandy the maid. I don't know what you use. Are you a bow user? Yes, you are. What is doing this? It's prickly. Okay. So we're gonna attack you. You're also gonna attack him. So this game is actually really simple once you get the hang of it. I don't know what that does.
Are you ready?
Oh, here comes a big one.
Are you ready?
Oh, he's just gonna ride all three of them into battle? Oh boy. Ooh, this gotta hurt, buddy. But yeah, so the game's actually relatively simple once you get the hang of it. Now, what's hilarious to me is not only the sound effects, but the mechanics behind some of these. Like, some of these just get really bonkers. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Move you forward, move you back. You're gonna attack that dude, and you're gonna attack this dude. There we go. Now, what's fun is, later on, I get a feature called Reincarnation. Ooh, that's a nice one. I like that one. There's a feature called Reincarnation that lets me, you know, transfer the characters from the body they're currently in. Oh, I just beat you up with Killia and then just run you into her. Alright, that's interesting. And turn there. Alright, I'm gonna position you guys like so. Awesome. Double Prinny power. Yes. Awesome. You did well for your first time. At this rate, you'll be used to this very soon. By the way, there's something on the ground. What are those? Those are the spoils of battle. They're called stage bonuses. The prizes you can earn for clearing a stage depending on how well you perform. During a battle, depending on the unit's actions, the bonus gauge will fill. And the more it fills, the more prizes you get. It's this gauge, right? What can you do to fill up the bonus gauge? You can fill the bonus gauge by defeating enemies with combos. You should seek to attack enemy consecutively with multiple allies. I see, so the more people you fight with, the easier it is to charge bonus gauge. And what is this one-time bonus? One-time bonus is set for every stage. It's a bonus you can only get once if you completely fill the gauge. Most of the time it's better than the other prizes. Until you get it, the one-time bonus will remain. If you fail to obtain it, keep trying it until you get it. Well, not a good value. Let's completely fill the bonus gauge. Oh, well, that's a new feature. They didn't used to have that before. You can check the bonus list from the menu to see all the bonuses you can get from the stage. If there's a bonus you really want to get, you should do your best to try and fill the bonus gauge. A lot of thing that people love about this game is the clear stage art, because some of them can be really pervy. Like this one, for example.
You okay?
An award ceremony? That's new. This is to award the MVPs of the stage. Those who contributed the most to fill in the bonus gauge are awarded here. They are awarded with bonus EXP and mana for their efforts. Oh, this is completely new. It's a shortcut to getting strong. I'll keep the strategies for filling the bonus gauge in mind. Oh, that's actually really interesting. You can now use the recruiter, dude. Alright, where's the recruiter? Hey, sorry. Preparations took longer than I thought. At the recruiter, you can recruit personnel that suit your requirements. If you feel understaffed, come to me. What great timing, Sir Kilia. Let's take a tour. You can never have too many servants. You're definitely not wrong on that one.
Thanks!
Alright, you're here. You can recruit personnel from other netherworlds who meet your requirements here. Alright. If you want to increase the number of characters, select the top option, Hire Character. You will need HL to recruit them, but I'll give you the first one for free. I can hire 108 more characters. If you haven't earned the trust of their class, they won't let you recruit them. Eventually, classes will support you if you solve the quest they submit, or if you get famous fighting the Lost. Let me talk briefly about the different classes. First is the Warrior/Valkyrie. Their duty is to fight on the front lines. Warriors use their endurance for close combats. The female unit, unlike the male, has high speed and specializes in hit and runs. She's also good with the bow. Next is the Magician and Witch. They use magic from a distance. If you use the magic to make the enemies weaker, blah blah blah. So he's useful for fighting strong enemies. Although he burns SP quicker, so don't use too much magic and run out of SP before the boss arrives. The Witch lacks magical power, but she can use XP more efficiently, so she can use magic non-stop. Some demons are ridiculously strong against physical attacks, so you want a magic user in your party for sure. Next, the Monks. They're the experts with the fists. They mainly fight by taking the enemy's attack and counter-attacking. The males aim for strong counterattacks, while the females are speedy and evade attacks for a truly offensive style. Next are the Clergy and the Cleric. The healers. Their combat abilities are weak, but they have a key role in healing allies. I don't want to fight in a party that doesn't have any healers. The male specializes in support magic in addition to healing. They can cure ailments while they heal. The females have strong healing abilities. When fighting a strong enemy, she will be a great help. Also, as they level up, they'll learn the all-inclusive curing spell Espor, which will be of great help. Ailments are basically cured by use of that spell or the item Fairy Dust. You should learn it as soon as possible. Next, the Maid. She specializes in using items. She can use items on top of doing other actions, so she serves many roles. She can also use the item to attack. Throwing knife, that's interesting. Lastly is the Prinny. Oh wait, accidentally pressing buttons actually makes that go. The biggest characteristics of monsters is they can use the magic change command to become a humanoid's weapon. The type of weapon they become is dependent on the monster's race, so make sure the weapon suits the ally. That's it for introductions, but if you have a Magician and Witch and a Clergy Cleric, you'll be fine for now. So let me go through this a little bit more specifically. In the top right hand corner, right where it says Weapon Mastery, you have C, E, and then the no sign. So the ratings go from E all the way up to, I believe, A. I don't think I have any A's here right now. Okay, well I got some A's there. But anything that is an E or a D, or even a C, sometimes you don't want to equip it. You want to go for B or A. Those are the best weapons for that class. So that's that. So what that means is your character will not only learn skills for that weapon faster, they do more damage using those weapons. Now, there is also aptitude. So items that you equip, just like in other games, give you stats. Here's the thing. In Disgaea, those stats are, they'll give you a base stat. Let's say one item gives you, 100 health. On this fighter, it'll actually give me 115 health. It'll give me an extra 15%. But if, let's say, it also gives me 100 SP or mana, like, for using skills, it'll give me 70% of that. So that aptitude determines how much of a percentage of what item you're going to actually get. So then you got the boot, which is the amount of distance you can actually walk. You got the wings, which is, if I remember correctly, the jump height that you can do, if I'm remembering correctly. Because speed is what determines your evasiveness. The gun is for accuracy. I forgot what the rest of them are, honestly. I know one of them is counters, the other one's for crit percentage. Crit percentage is that last one. Counters, I think, is that return arrow, which is 2. I don't know what that 5 is for with the hand. I really don't. I wish I knew. I think that's toss distance. Yeah, that's toss distance, because you can pick up characters and throw them. So then resistances are super simple. You got fire, wind, ice, and neutral, which is star. I don't know if they actually made star its own thing in the game in this one. Then you got resistances for the actual weapon types. You got fist, sword, spear, bow, gun, axe, mage, which is the staff, and the monster weapons. Now, what I seem to have realized is they actually got rid of a weapon class in this game, which was the tomes. Although I don't... Were the tomes introduced in this game, or was it D2? I think it might have been D2. And I think D2 came out after this chronologically, if I remember correctly. But right now what I have is the first stage of all these characters. The reincarnation system, the way that it works is I could basically take these guys and jump them up to their next level by basically reviving them in a new body. Now, I don't know if they kept that system here. Next, insert the name you'd like to... Insert the name you'd like the recruiter demon to have. Okay. The netherworlds are huge. Surprisingly, we can. So, I'll search for the name AAA, and actually there are quite a few. Yeah. We're just gonna delete that. What am I gonna call you, buddy? I'm gonna call you Cloud. Because you're a warrior, so I want you to have a massive sword for no good reason. And thus, Cloud Strafe was born. Next, select the capability. Oh yeah. Oh, so this is awesome. Alright, so we're gonna do incompetent. I'll be fine with that. So in the old games, if you let me finish, if the strength prides itself on their strength, you can ask for one more strength and maybe one more stamina. I'm gonna give you bonus strength. Select the level of the demon. So max level is 2. Cost me more health for that. Alright. Let's see. Now, as I was trying to say earlier, let me go back here real quick just to show you. Skip that. So, before, because they mentioned mana earlier, I don't know what they're going to use mana for in this game. Mana used to be the thing that it was the resource required to actually create new characters, and in this case, it'd be recruiting new characters, and then, you know, changing up their stats from good for nothing all the way up to genius. And obviously, the higher you went, the more mana it cost. Now, what's interesting is they did away with that, and it looks like it's all hell-based. I don't know what mana is going to be used for in this game. I'm going to skip that as well. Sorry to that.
Sit! Leave it to me! Sick, full of power. This is muscle power! One more set!
Quietly burning fighter. I'll let in my color. We don't have a Cloud Strife color yet, so we're gonna go with this one. Yeah. Yep, so I want Cloud. We're gonna grab him. Maintenance on the Dimension Gate is almost finished. Yep. Don't forget to equip the recruit, don't send him into battle unarmed. Yeah, obviously not. So, thus, Celestial Hostess has been added to the special content shop. Kunoichi, the sorcerer. Oh, okay. I guess I got that for buying this game. But yeah, so who are you?
This is how you do it.
I think giving you advice for now. Gather information. Know-it-all girl? That's weird. Know-it-all guy. Is that your class? Okay. Memory shop.
Wanna know?
Data shop. Oh, okay. So this is the record shop from before. Sorry, I'm just also trying to, you know, learn what's new in this game and what's actually the same. Usually they keep everything the same in Disgaea games, but this game, they just kind of threw everything out the window. So every time you go into basically an area, whether it's tutorial or not, there's a chance that your stuff respawns. Those treasure chests I opened up earlier. And I'm checking around, see if I can find anything, because early game treasure chests, while they might seem weak, you never know when a good... Okay, or you just give me garbage. Blah, blah, blah. I was about to say, sometimes you can get really lucky and get something actually really useful. And again, 12 free hell isn't the worst thing in the world, because that's money I didn't have to actually fight to try to get. Let's see, what do I have? Throwing knife. A thimble? A thimble. And here's the fun thing about this game. The descriptions on these items can be absolutely ridiculous. Yep, I'm just gonna skip that. So, I want a sword. Imagine getting all that rust in the wound for a rusted sword, and for the replica sword, it's really only for display purposes. So, let's go get the rusted sword. Buy just the one. And then we're gonna go to Cloud here and equip him with the rusted sword. And then this is the oh, did they put the two shops together? Is that what happened? Give me 1 second, guys. I think they might have put all the armor and what? Yep, they put the armor and the weapons into one shop. I'm just a dummy. So we need to use this as armor. It's genius. Pot lids. I'm gonna get like 3 of them, since they don't got anything in here. Buy like 2 of each of these real quick. Alright, so now that I got everybody some stuff, Killia, what do you use? Use the thimble. But I'm also gonna give you... I'm not changing your... Oh, you can have a sub-weapon now? Oh, that's weird. Okay. That's something I just learned. I did not know I could have 2 weapons. But what I was gonna do is give you a power belt and some slippers. Oh, that's so weird. Does it have to be the thimble? Can I equip another weapon? Oh, I gotta look into that. That's something new. Cloud. Okay. I can have 2 weapons? Oh, this is gonna change up the game. That's actually really important, because just so you guys get an idea, before, characters should only be able to have 1 weapon. If you can have 2 now, that actually opens up a whole myriad of things that I can do now. Let's save real quick. I don't know how long I've been playing. Jesus, I've been playing for 35 minutes already? No way. Oh my god, it's actually been a 40-minute recording. Okay. Sorry about this super long episode, guys. I did not realize how long it's been, but I'm just gonna sign us off here, and then I'll play another episode another day. So I hope you guys have had fun. You know, I know it's a lot of dialogue and not a lot of action, but I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you here next time on Let's Play Disgaea 5. And next time I'll keep a timer on me, because I did not realize how long this game had been going. So I hope to see you then. Have a good day, everyone.